It's a word problem, and so we have to solve it simultaneously. In this case, you can represent each pencil and each eraser by a variable, any variable you want. I'm going to choose X and Y variables. So I represent my pencil with an X variable and eraser with a Y variable. So let's go through. Great. So as we've been able to represent the cost of each pencil by X persuades and the cost of each eraser by Y persuades, we now solve it simultaneously. So the first part of the statement was 1 pencil and 2 erasers cost 14 pesewas. Let's represent this one, or let's write this one mathematically. And so it becomes X plus 2Y equals 14. Then the second part of the statement was 2 pencils and 3 erasers also cost 24 pesewas. So let's represent this one too mathematically. So this becomes great. As you've been able to turn this whole statement into a mathematical statement, we now tackle them simultaneously. The first thing to do, as said in our previous lesson, is to name your equations. So our first part of the equation will be our equation 1, and the second becomes our equation 2. As said in our previous lesson, we can use 2 methods, either by elimination or by substitution. So I will use the method of substitution, and I expect you to also use the method of elimination. Let's go through together. In this case, for equation 1, I will make X the subject and substitute it into equation 2. So this becomes X equals 14 minus 2Y. You are making X stand alone. When you finish, you now substitute it into equation 2. And that is our equation 2. So in this case, wherever you see X, you put 14 minus 2Y. So let's do it together. Then we expand our brackets. So we are going to expand the brackets over here to become 2 times looking for y. So you can still simplify this. You have negative 4y plus 3y, and that will give us you are owing 4 and you pay 3 from your 4. You are still owing, it's a debt. So you have a negative 1y, but there's no need of you writing the y, the 1. So you get 28 minus y equals your 24. To make this whole thing positive, send the y, the negative y, to the other side of the equation to become positive. And you bring the 24 to add up to the 28. So this will become therefore our y is giving us 4. You are not done. You are to look for x and y. So when you finish getting your y, substitute it back into any of the equations to get your x as well. Good. So in this case, wherever we see y in equation 1, we put 4 over there. Then we expand our bracket over here to become we want x to stand alone. So we move the 8 to the other side of the equation to give us x equals 14 minus 8. And what is 14 minus 8? 6. Excellent. And therefore, our x is giving us 6, whilst our y is giving us 4. Don't forget that at the initial state, we represented each pencil, the cost of each pencil by x, and the cost of each eraser too by y. So we can conclude that the cost of each pencil is 6 pesos. Then the cost of each eraser too is 4 pesos. And that is so simple. We've been able to solve this whole statement simultaneously. So I'll give you a try question and you solve it for me. And that is so simple. The ages of Kofi and Amma sum up to be 29 years old. Kofi is 3 years older than Amma. Find their ages. So this is so simple, and I expect you to solve it and present your solutions at the comment section. Please do not forget to subscribe to this channel, like and share with your friends as well. As I always say, practice, they say, makes a man perfect. So I will encourage you to practice more on your own. Till we meet again, please stay safe and learn hard. Bye.